swings the straight changeup. That's his best pitch. Drafted in the first round out of Texas A&M University. Good fastball, not a great fastball. 92 to 95, more of a straight fastball. The curveball is good, but he's known for the straight changeup. If he brings that good changeup, he can shut anybody down.
So stepping in, Tommy Edman. He will lead this one off today. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come into this one looking to make amends for a loss last time out that put an end to a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Yeah, man, I think everyone should keep an eye on Colton Wong. I was talking about him earlier with some people. I kept telling him he's got some really good speed. If you watch him in this game, he's the type of guy, he's not going to shock you with his speed, but he can make an impact with his legs. We'll see if he gets that chance.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Full count now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. A solo shot here for Colton Wong. Home run number 2 for him on the year, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He'll check in here at 256. 9 homers and 30 RBIs. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. A bouncer up the middle. And Goldschmidt's aboard. It's a base hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
1-2.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. From the stretch. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1 for the Cardinals thanks to this man, Colton Wong. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Adam Wainwright will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Adam Wainwright from having that big overhand curveball. His fastball has kind of come back a little bit. He's no longer 95 to 98 miles an hour. He's 88 to 92. Still has that good overhand curveball, but he really needs that third pitch, the straight changeup, to be effective. You'll know early on if he's getting swings and misses on that overhand curveball. Adam Wainwright could be in for a good night.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of the series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, daytime baseball at home. What do we need to know about these guys?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
Throw on to first, and Wainwright has it working now. 2 away. Justin Upton the next to hit. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Wainwright gets the sign. Here it comes. Popped him up. Molina shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. His career line against Waka. He has a 3-for-12 line. He also has 1 home run. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Ground ball right side. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he could turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Yadier Molina comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And a pitch up and in, keeping him honest. 1-1. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Tyler.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cardinals 1 and the Mets nothing. Stepping into the box, Yoenis Cespedes. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
2-0 now. The 2-0.
Ball 3. 3 balls, no strike.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Now the payoff pitch home. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Once again, a 3-2. High and deep to right center. Edman moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Bounce towards the second baseman. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting fifth.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. First delivery to him on the way. No balls and 1 strike. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. One and 2 to Dominic Smith. We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. And he watches a called third strike on the cut fastball that time, and that will retire the side. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Third inning underway now as a curveball misses here to start things out. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1 and 2.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The next 1-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
The right fielder, number 19.
Stepping up now, Tommy Edman. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Line drive to left, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Now that is the shortstop.
Colton Wong is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And they're runners at the corners now. Here comes the 1-0. And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike.
With 1 out and runners on the corners, some managers like to hit and run here. It's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
2 balls and a strike.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Grounded to the right. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go at the plate with him, and watching this at-bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Josh Bell is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Batting 8, the center fielder.
Getaway day here on a Wednesday afternoon as you get a look at the upcoming schedule for the weekend and into the first part of next week. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He was hitless in the shutout last night. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Hit back up the middle. Wong has it. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Batting 9.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the veteran right-hander Michael Wacha will hit next. First pitch coming from Wainwright. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Mets pitcher behind at the plate with a ball and 2 strikes. Rolled slowly to first. Scooped up. And he'll just make the tag himself, and the inning is over. Make it 9. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Yadier Molina will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Tyler O'Neill.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
Oh, that's good.
A ball and 2 strikes now. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Heading out towards shallow right. Here comes Upton. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. This is line to left. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out. Number 1.
Number 8.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he won't bite at that point either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
But this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Here's
Justin Upton now. 2 away in the inning, and then it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Wainwright looks in. Here's the 0-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed to the upper deck. The 0-2 delivery. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Justin Upton with the solo home run. 19th home run for him on the season, and the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, if you're going to get your first hit of the game, you might as well do it with a bang. He thought he could squeeze one past him, but he thought wrong.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Go ahead.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. 0-1, here it comes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. In there, a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
J.D. Davis is in for the second time now as he looks at a ball inside. 1-0.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Grounded down the third baseline. Cespedes leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
Stepping in now, Dominic Smith goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. He's set. The 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And another foul ball. The set and the 1-2. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here's the 2-2. And here's a good sinker now, but it misses. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The relay. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. Mets draw a hair closer thanks to the solo home run. Digging in to try it again, Matt Carpenter will start off the fifth in this one. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Nimmo has it, and it's a quick out, number one.
Now batting.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Adam Wainwright. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Hit high and deep to left field. Cespedes going back. Still ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. His first home run of the season, and it gives the Cardinals a 3-1 lead.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base. And that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Out in front of it, strike one. 0-1, here it comes. On, he pops it up. Rosario into shallow left. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Bravo.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. There to take it in is Carpenter for the first out.
The center fielder.
At the plate, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
First pitch coming from Wainwright.
Nope.
Now the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. O'Neill waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Michael Walker. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Swinging a ball chop foul down the left side. Wainwright gets the sign. Here's his offering. On the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mets go down. First pitch coming. Here it is. Paul Goldschmidt stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Here it comes.
That's Bolton.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone! It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Cardinals open it up now. It's 4-1.
Up next for the Cardinals, the left fielder, Josh Bell.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Josh Bell the next to hit, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Grounded back up the middle. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman.
So coming to the plate, Paul DeYoung. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball one. 1-1 the count now. Bases are empty, one man out. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
1-2.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
The catcher, number 4.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
And Molina swings and misses that time as he's a strikeout victim here. 2 away. Into the box, Tyler O'Neill. No hits to this point. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. 2 out with a man at first. And he falls behind 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2. 2-2 the count.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing it.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. But the Cards add on just a bit, courtesy of this solo home run. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Ready for another chance? Jeff McNeil hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch.
I got the count 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Ball 2.
Tried to get him to bite on that curveball, but no luck. It'll be interesting to see what he goes with now with the count even at 2-2.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
In now, Justin Upton. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
And in that last at-bat, it makes you think that this guy might have went up there looking for the breaking ball, because he certainly got a breaking ball, and he didn't miss it. Hit it right on the screws.
Here comes the first pitch. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate so he'll step out and ask for time. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. And it's fouled away. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
The left fielder, number 52. Go ahead. Cespedes.
Well, next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Yoenis Cespedes. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and they take it. Third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. Wainwright comes set and delivers.
3 balls, no
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Smoke toward the hole, and that's through into right field for a base hit. The relay throw, and he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him. Fernando Rodney is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Matt Carpenter is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but this will get foul. 2-1. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The pitcher, number 50.
So in now is the Cardinals pitcher, Adam Wainwright. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. No balls and a strike to count. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Grounded weakly to the left. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 19.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Tommy Edman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals as they hold. Digging in, J.D. Davis. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
The pitch. Back on the hill is Wainwright now as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man, 0-1. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
1-2 now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
Now batting, the first baseman, Dominic.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. From the belt, kicks and deals. Right side, hit hard. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Wilson Ramos is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
In the dirt here, so he'll keep those runners where they are, but the count moves to 3-1. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Here comes the Cardinal manager up out of the dugout out to the mound. And that is going to do it this afternoon for Adam Wainwright. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless, of course, all 3 runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision. Ryan Helsley is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Ryan Helsley.
Brandon Nimmo will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Has a look, now the pitch. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Oh, here's a line drive, and he's cashed in big time with the bases loaded. Extra bases. 1 run is scored.
Yeah, he squares this thing up beautifully and blasts it through the gap all the way to the wall. Then the only question that remained was whether 2 or 3 runs were going to score. They held the runner at third, but that's a timely 2-run double.
Pete
Your
Alonso
attention, please.
will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 20, Pete Alonso.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. One ball, one strike to count. And he fouls this one off. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Another one sent foul.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And a swing and a miss. A big strikeout here, as it'll remain second and third, but with one away now. Digging in once again, Ahmed Rosario. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here. And he tries to get to the backhand, but it gets on by. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second, and the runner from second is in to score. It's a 5-4 game.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Roll. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
Up next for the Mets,
Digging in, Justin Upton. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 4 runs here in this half inning. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. The 1-1.
No, that's low.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. 8th inning coming up. The Mets lead this one 5-4. Dylan Betances is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Pete Alonso will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. A little bit low that time, maybe outside as well. The Cardinals find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty B, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Roll, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Paul Goldschmidt. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
This is foul right side. 1 out, nobody on. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Paul Goldschmidt is sent packing for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up Josh Bell as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Called strike 0-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good inning's work out of the bullpen here.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and his side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Striding in, Yoenis Cespedes. Last time through was a base hit.
Every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. This one skied out toward right. Right fielder is on the run, but it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Alex Reyes is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Now pitching for the Cardinals.
J.D. Davis will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with a runner in scoring position and still nobody out. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch to the right side and through a base hit. He'll come home with it. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Michael Conforto will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 30, Michael Conforto.
He'll be getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. This is on the ground over to first. One there, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Now
and that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Skied into straightaway right. Edman is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Edwin Diaz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Edwin.
New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring in the Illinois State product, Paul DeYoung. 1 ball, no strikes to count.
The third base.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1-1. Line to the right side, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Well, you're usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
0-1 the count to Molina. Shoots this one over to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next for the Cardinals.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. At the plate now, Tyler O'Neill. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
McNeil's got it for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Second base.
Now in the box, Matt Carpenter. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Brad Miller will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Brad Miller.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Miller brings in a batting average right at .290, a respectable number for sure.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And he'll put this one away for the final out. And the Mets have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
6-4 the outcome today. New York put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Fernando Rodney claims the win out of the pen, his first. Edwin Diaz hammers down the save, his 25th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, 4 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.